flashing red dot.
That means that
we're
it's recording.
Hi, I'm Rich.
And I'm Heidi.
Um, so we're making this video to kind of introduce ourselves to the world, hello world, and I don't know, kind of tell you where we're at, where we're wanting to go, and things like that. So, as far as history goes, we met in high school. Um, we've been married for the last 26, almost 26 years. August is our anniversary. We have 3 wonderful children. Our eldest is Ivy, the biggest goofball. She'll be 27.
Yes.
And she's the Bubba of Florida. She knows everybody, and everybody knows her. And then our middle child is Raceland, 23.
Yes.
And Willow is the youngest at 21. So, professionally, I started my life as a telephone cable splicer and restaurant manager because I would work 6 to 9 months as a cable splicer until I got they'd lay off when the contracts would come up, so I had to have something to do in the meantime. That went on for 15 years, more years than I care to count.
Was it that long?
Yeah. And then eventually we both became nurses. She became a nurse before I did, and our fields, while we're both nurses, we have different varying specialties. I started my life out as an open heart nurse. Moved on to neurology, stroke nurse, and back into telemetry, cardiac. And she went...
I started out as a telemetry nurse. Was in that for 7 years.
Something like that.
Decided I wanted to try something new, went into dialysis, was there for a couple of years, and now I'm an OB nurse.
So I deal with them on one end of the spectrum, she deals with the on the other end. So, but when we hatched this crazy plan, we figured the only way we're going to be able to afford it was to do something that paid better, and so we became travel nurses. For the last year, we've been traveling. Started out in Connecticut and then moved up here to, I'd like to say sunny Bethel, but it's currently raining. It has been for the last 12 hours, so that's Alaska summer for you. We got up here in the dead of winter, which
we got here in October.
Oh yeah.
We were here for the first snow.
That's right, because it snowed like the second day we were here.
Yep.
So, I'm old. My mind wanders. But we've been up here.
Did that when he was younger too.
We've been up here for about 8 months. We've got 1 more month to go, and so our contract ends. Sorry, I'm bouncing the camera. Our contract ends in the end of July, and that's when we go back to Florida for a couple of weeks. And then the fun begins. Then 2 weeks later, we're going to hit the road. We're going to find a piece of property. And that's, thus starts our adventure, our true adventure.
Yep.
And so we're both looking forward to that challenge and kind of dreading it at the same time. We're kind of antsy because we only got a month left up here, and we really want to get this started. We really, really want to get this started.
It's been a long 8 months.
It has indeed. Especially, once we really, really cemented and started doing the researching and watching other channels and getting the bugs, getting bit by the homesteading bug, so to speak.
I mean, we already were, but...
Right. That just kind of really, my wife developed a seed addiction. Thanks, Jess.
I haven't got any seeds yet. Well, I take that back. There are a couple of herb things floating around in this apartment that I can't start because we're in Alaska and I can't fly back with live plants. People buy me seeds and I can't plant anything. Why?
The so we're planning on building a cob house of an insane size,
house.
insanity. We're talking 10,000 square feet, but we're hoping to source all the materials on the property.
Almost like an apartment complex,
Right.
honestly.
Well, we've got two of our children are moving in with us. Our youngest two are moving in with us, and most likely both my mother and my stepmother, and then we've got a family friend of our children who is possibly coming up with us. So we need lots of space.
Yeah.
We're basically gonna be the Waltons with adopted children.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Indeed.
Really?
But so we expect that there's going to be challenges, and hopefully we can get through them and past them. Right now our biggest challenge is finding the property.
Right now our biggest challenge is waiting out these next 4 weeks.
That's the immediate challenge. But as far as the homesteading challenge goes, it's finding the property. So we're going to be going on a whirlwind tour of the United States. Not every state, but where we think we want to look and live. Arkansas, Missouri,
Montana,
Washington State. So we're not sure where we're going to end up, but wherever it's going to be, it's going to have to be lots of trees. Excuse me. Pizza's coming back on me. By the way, if you ever find yourself in Bethel, Alaska, Bombas Pizza, best pizza on the planet. So, and that's where we stand right about now. Not that we have a whole lot to update you on, but we'll try to put one of these out at least once a week until we get on the road, and then.
Well, it'll probably be 2 weeks before.
Well, yeah, our rotation starts tomorrow, so. And we record these on one day, and.
The plan is to put them up the next day.
Right. But we work midnight, so our days are a little off.
And we're
Night people.
on Alaska time,
Yes.
which is
4 hours behind everybody else.
everybody else that we know at least.
Yes. But that's the plan, and hopefully we can get her done. So hopefully we'll see you next week. Until then,
Bye.
bye-bye.